What is going on, guys? Nick here, and welcome back to the channel. I've been gone. Um, just real quick in the background, my first ever dungeon run on Kobolds and Catacombs. I figured need something on the background for this video, so we'll do some dungeon runs. Um, but you know, I disappeared and I'm here to explain why and why I'm back and what's the plan and all that fun stuff. So basically, what happened was the computer that I was recording on originally just broke. It just shat the bed. It broke. From what I kind of gathered, I had a power surge at my house and I did not have a power surge protector on my computer because I'm dumb. And it basically fried the motherboard, which then fried the CPU, and then the graphics card was already kind of janky. So that just kind of went with it. So yeah, and then that computer was actually like $1,000 computer, which was it was nice. I loved it. It did everything I needed it to. But at that point in my life, I couldn't just go out and buy a $1,000 computer. It wasn't gonna happen. And yeah, I kind of said, you know what, I'm gonna hold off a bit. I'll buy a computer in like a month. I'll get back into it. I'll apologize for being gone for a month, and then that month turned into 2 months, and then it turned into, hey, I need a car now. Let's get the car because that's a bigger priority. And then I started teaching, which that's fun. I'm a sub, but then that just kind of made it crazier. And then I have 2 jobs. My other job I switched to weekends, so I work all weekend too. And and so just life kind of happened. I didn't have as much time to do this kind of, and that sucked because I like doing it a lot, and I want to get back into it. That's kind of the point of this video. I also apologize if I'm rambling because this is all just kind of off the top of my head. But yeah, my work schedule is a little weird. And going forward, my plan is to get at least one video out a day. How realistic that is, I don't know, but that's the plan. That's the plan, at least for now. I would I loved doing this back when I did it, and so I want to get back into it, and so I'm gonna do my best to get back into the flow of things. And with that, with subbing, I don't work every day, but I there's the potential to work every day. So it'll be kind of whatever day I don't sub, I'll record. And so my recording in the future will be in chunks, which kind of sucks. It's not my favorite way to go about it, just because I feel like it kind of, it makes feedback a little harder, but it's it's what I need to do right now. So it could be worse. Could definitely be worse. I'm just happy to be back, essentially, and yeah. So I'll be recording a couple episodes at a time. So it won't be too steep, because especially my plan is. So going forward, what my plan is to do 3 games at a time. Do, say, Monday 1 game, Tuesday 1 game, Wednesday 1 game, and then, duplicate that for the rest of the week, and then that'll leave, 1 off day to where I can kind of just do whatever. That'll probably be maybe Sunday, I would assume, is my... Yeah, because I'd like to do Monday through Saturday as the series, and then Sunday drop something a review or just something silly that seems kind of fun. I'd like to get back into reviews, or it could just be I'm gonna play Hearthstone for an hour Here's Hearthstone. I don't know. Um, it could kind of go anywhere, and that's kind of the fun of it. But in terms of what's kind of upcoming, there's a bunch of stuff came out for the year I was gone, and as much as I'd like to go back to some of that, it's just not reasonable to be like, hey, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna play South Park because, definitely no one's seen that. Like, it would just be kind of silly. Um, and I like, as much as I want to do it, it's just like, at this point the moment's passed, and so I'm not gonna do it and have some just some old stuff that's not really worth worth it for me, and most of you guys have seen it. But yeah, so for the first thing that I'm gonna do is a game came out recently called Slay the Spire. It's in early access right now, but it looks good, it looks polished. It is a deck building roguelite where you kind of there's a couple classes and you go through kind of it's kind of like where you go through a dungeon run, but you're upgrading your hero and all the cards are your attacks, stuff like that. It's cool. It looks fun. I've seen a few YouTubers play it, and it really piqued my interest because it's kind of right up my alley. And so that's gonna be the first thing. I might actually record that right after this. But we'll see. I got some errands to take care of too. But yeah, so that's the first one. The second one that I'm thinking of doing is, which is kind of weird considering I just said, hey, I'm not gonna do old stuff. But this one, it kind of doesn't quite fit that same mold. I have always wanted to play Path of Exile, and just recently a really good expansion came out for it apparently, and I would really like to play that because it seems a lot of fun. And so Path of Exile has a pretty good chance of making an appearance on the channel. Whether or not it stays or it's just kind of like hey, I'm gonna try this out, I don't know. It could kind of go either way. It seems like it. I'm not good at those kind of games, like the Diablo style games, so I don't know how kind of into it I'll be. It's definitely something I want to try, and it's something I want to record because why not, like, why not just record it? But yeah, so that'll be coming for sure, and then and yeah, that'll be a thing. I'm debating whether or not to do to jump straight into the permadeath mode, because I don't know how many people kind of transferred from Twitch to YouTube with me, but the very first thing I ever streamed was Path of Exile, or not Path of Exile, Pillars of Eternity, and of course the Piranha one, but it was Pillars of Eternity, and in that game, I jumped in blind and did permadeath mode, and I died on the final boss. And I as annoying as that was, I thought it was cool. It was interesting. It added a lot of tension, and so it was cool, and I liked that experience, and so I'm thinking about doing that again. The only thing is that I've heard is that Path of Exile is really hard, and it's very intricate and stuff, and so if I'm gonna dive into it, I probably shouldn't. I probably shouldn't do permadeath, but I still kind of might. Who knows? I definitely don't yet. I haven't even. It's not even installed on my computer yet. I have not. This is still a couple days out from recording. But yeah, so we'll figure that out. And kind of going with that. What the hell? He's fatiguing me to death. Kind of going with that idea. like in the past, I've played games I didn't enjoy, and that was kind of a mistake, because like I felt obligated to. Wow, that's a fucked up card. I'm dead. Well, there goes my dungeon run. Whatever. I'll be able to focus better now. In the past, essentially what happened was I played some games I didn't really enjoy. Oh, one series in particular I didn't enjoy. And I knew that, like, after a couple episodes, I was like, I don't really care about this. It wasn't even that it was a bad game. It's just I didn't care about it. But I kept going, so I was like, oh, I made the commitment to play this, so I should finish it. Yada yada. And I'm not gonna do that now. I'm going to, if I find something, it not even just unenjoyable, just like it just doesn't grab me, and like there's not enough to talk about or whatever, I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna be like, I committed to this. I'll tell you guys I'm stopping. I'm not just gonna leave it cold turkey. But I'm not gonna continue a game I don't like. So if I don't end up liking Path of Exile or whatever, then that can always be slotted out. And then as for the kind of third game, the third game is more up in the air than Path of Exile. And I'm kind of, part of this video is going to be, hey, if anybody's still watching, leave me a suggestion. Right now, my thoughts are possibly doing this, possibly doing Kobolds and Catacombs dungeon runs, because I don't like Hearthstone's like competitive play. Like, I just don't. I used to love it. But nowadays I'm just like, I'm so far behind in cards and I don't want to spend any money. And this seems fun because, again, it's kind of like a roguelite within Hearthstone. And I like that. I like that aspect. So I'm thinking maybe doing dungeon runs as kind of a third slot. And then, maybe doing, if I don't want to do this, maybe doing PUBG. But that game is just so, it's a pain in the ass to record, because the game doesn't run great. And so, like, to then stress my computer equally with recording, like, I don't know how that's gonna go. And like, I'd rather not play it on like low settings. Like, I'm already playing it, I think I'm on like mostly medium settings, just because it's like, and what's funny is that's like on a good computer. Like, the computer I got now is good. It's a good computer. It's not like super top of the line, but it's still good. And I can play like, I'm playing Overwatch on like Ultra. It's like, there's no reason I should not be able to play PUBG. But because it's, it's an early access game, whatever. Hopefully when the test server goes live, it's a little smoother. But that's a possibility to make an appearance on the channel. Also, I got back into Civilization 6. I don't know how like recordable that is though. I know I did it in the past, like 1 or 2 episodes, and I streamed it. I streamed 5 at one point. And there's a level of backseating in the Civ community that I don't know if I want to deal with. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the hell I want to do with that third slot. As of right now, it's probably this, Kobolds and Catacombs. Just because this is fun, quick, and kind of, I die in like the 4th or 5th boss, so it's not going to be a super long thing. So we'll see. Again, if some old viewers are still out there, let me know what you'd like to see. Something I do want to bring back at some point, I guess not bring back because it's a new game, but it's a predecessor I played in the past, is Total War Warhammer 2. I want to bring that back because that's still like my most successful series, considering I died every time on like normal mode. It's just fun. It's fun. I'm garbage at it, but it's fun. And so, especially with like the massive ass map that's in the new one, that'll be coming just like probably after Christmas, right at the start of the new year. Yeah, once I get, Christmas shopping done and all that shit, I can buy that game, because it's still pricey. It's real expensive. But yeah, so that's kind of the plan. And we'll see where it goes. I do apologize if I like rambled or got lost during this. This is actually my second time recording this whole thing because I switched recording software. I used back when I first did the channel. I had XSplit, and this time around I was like, I didn't like XSplit enough to justify paying for it, and it was just a matter of like it's what I knew at the moment how to use, and it wasn't hard. So I was like, I'll pay the $15 every couple months. But this time around, I'm a little more committed to trying to learn OBS. So like the recording I did before this, I thought I turned down the game volume of Hearthstone, and it turns out I didn't. So that's why this video started in like round 4, because I did this entire video. I did like 3 rounds of dungeon runs, and it turned out that you couldn't hear me because the game was so fucking loud. So you know, I am hoping to catch any major hiccups before I post the videos. But if anything slips through, just know I'm new to OBS and I'm learning. So there might be a hiccup here and there. Hopefully not. But yeah. So you know, I just wanted to put this video out there for, you know, the handful of people who actually asked where I went. You know, even when I'm putting this out, I think I only have like 40 or 50 subs. But like, you know, being that small, I was able to talk to some of you guys. Like, that was cool. And then when I disappeared, I got messages that were like, what the fuck happened? And I feel bad about that. And it you know, it made me want to come back even more when people are like, where are you? Because it means people actually cared. And so that was big. And yeah. And so thank you anyone who was like that. And you know, for those who kind of bailed because I haven't posted anything in a year, you're probably not going to see this video. But if you do, I understand. I just snapped my fingers lightly. I don't know why. I did finger guns at the screen. I'm tired. But yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll be recording very shortly after this. Hopefully, my plan is to have my this will go up probably today if it loads fast enough on December 12th, Tuesday. If not, it'll go up Wednesday, the 13th. The plan is to start kicking out videos on probably. The first video will probably be Monday. It'll probably be Slay the Spire. That'll be Monday. That's my Monday, Thursday slot. For right now. Then Path of Exile, at least for now, will be the Tuesday, Friday slot. And then for at least the first week, it's likely going to be Kobolds and Catacombs. Will be in the Wednesday, Saturday slot. And then as for Sunday, I don't really. I'll probably do is peruse, you know, some of the like, hey, upload your free game sites, and see if I can find anything that, you know, gets my interest. Do a quick video, just checking it out, just a little. The old Nick is now trying. Because I like that series. That was fun. It was especially fun because I had, like, you know, the people who made the game be like, hey, thanks for making a video. And it's like, hey, you know, I didn't get you that many views, but it was fun. So I'd like to bring that back. I would like to. Either that or just, like, Sunday will be, you know, here's a couple rounds of PUBG. Here's me getting real fucking salty at Overwatch. Or you know, something like that. Maybe Sunday could also be, at some point, a day where I go back and play games that I missed, and maybe I'll just put them in bigger chunks. So instead of like, so what I'll try to do is I'll try to keep each video at like a half hour if it's gonna be like episodic. Like obviously with like Kobolds and Catacombs, and even Slay the Spire to an extent, one run could be a video. So as long as it's not like an hour long. Slay the Spire, I might break each run up into 2, just because that one can get kind of long. But as for like Kobolds and Catacombs, if I'm dying halfway through, then we'll be good. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and thank you for coming back if you did. For those of you who may be seeing this at a later time that maybe weren't at the channel back then, welcome. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. See you guys.